Hello, viewers and family. I'd like to say happy 4th of July. Welcome to Cole and Ken's Reviews. Glad you could be with us today. And today we'll be discussing Married at First Sight, Season 9, Episode number 4. And right now, we're in the honeymoon stage.
We are in the honeymoon phase. We are in Antigua. So, we're going to start off with Greg and Deanna. They woke up. They had a good night. Everybody got on camera and talked about how, oh, it's been lovely. I've been enjoying getting to know my new husband, my new wife. So Greg and Deanna, they get up. They take a walk around the resort. She make a little sarcastic funny about, oh, you haven't complimented me all morning. And then, and then the show kind of goes back and shows us how
he gives about 75 compliments a day. A lot of
compliments to her, which is nice.
Yeah.
A lot of women would very much so appreciate that. They don't get it at all.
He's smitten.
He is.
He's smitten right
that
now.
word she doesn't like, but yes, he is.
He's very excited about his new lovely bride.
Right. And
he gives a lot of compliments. But right now, she's having a hard time dealing with it because she's so not used to having someone there.
And she said with so many compliments, she doesn't know how to receive them. It gets uncomfortable for her. So he was just like, oh, okay.
Yeah, so she needs a little bit more time to adjust.
He was like, well, I'm glad you let me know. I won't do it. And he was just being funny, but she was just like, no. Just give me a week.
That is the situation going on right now.
Yeah, just give me a week so I can get used to it. And we'll go from there. Yeah. So they got through that. He was just like, now I like compliments, so I need about 75 a day.
Yeah.
And so, they both laughed. So.
At that, but yeah. Okay.
So that's pretty much all that happened in the beginning when they first woke up. We found out Amber and Matt had a very good night.
Consummate the marriage.
They consummated their marriage. They both said how they were in the pool and they were just feeling each other, and it just happened. Yeah, they just went with the flow. Yeah. So that was good. So they both talked about how they enjoyed being with each other and how, they're so happy that the experts matched them up together, which was great.
Now, I do recall we discussed this in one of our episodes. It might have been episode 1 that Amber did mention that she wanted to exactly wait till she got to the honeymoon suite.
You did say that, I remember.
But she was very excited the first night, but she wanted to wait till they got to the actual honeymoon.
And they did. So that worked out for them. Both of them woke up with a smile on their face.
First couple so far.
We're going into Jamie and Elizabeth. They woke up. Everything was good. They did not get a chance to consummate their marriage due to Mother Nature. But they did have a good night, and they're still, enjoying each other. Elizabeth's a little bummed.
She's disappointed.
Yeah, she's a little disappointed about that.
She's ready, but
yeah, she is.
She's ready, but can't.
She is. But right now, it's just anticipation. So she's gonna wait a little bit, and of course, Iris and Keith, they had a good night. They still talked and still, getting to know each other and just,
And he's
going with the flow.
He's been very supportive and
very patient.
Very patient. Real good guy. Seems like, very genuine.
And he appreciates this because he said this is the first time he is actually going to get a chance to know somebody first before going into the sexual part of a relationship. So that's good.
Person. So yeah, he's really feeling good right now.
Right.
And
so everybody's
looking forward to the future.
Yeah, everybody's up. We start off with Elizabeth and Jamie. They are on the volleyball court. Yes. And then the couples kind of come together. All of them show up, and they get a chance to meet.
Iris called her out and said, hey, girl. So first time that all the couples actually meet, because the women had met each other and the men, but they were separated. So now this is the first time all the couples come down to the volleyball. They meet
each other's prospective
the little
spouses.
Volleyball court, and everybody's meeting and greeting and talking and having a good time, and then they eventually all play volleyball together.
Yeah, that was really cool.
Made a very good competitive. The men against the women, of course.
Yeah, unfair advantage.
Women on one side and
being 6'7", but still.
Yeah, but they had a very good time, and then later, Elizabeth starting to feel a little bit uncomfortable, and she decides she's gonna go off I think they went off to eat.
Well, the ladies went
Separated.
off. Yeah, the ladies went off and they had their little discussion. Girl, how's marriage been with you? How's marriage been with you? You know, Elizabeth kind of threw it out there. Who has been with their husband? I want to, but I can't right now. So, you know, everybody went through their thing. And Amber expressed how her and Matt, you know, they felt it and they went with it. And so everybody was happy for him, yes.
And
everybody kind of asked.
She was a little jealous.
She was just she was a little jealous.
She was like, "Oh man," you know,
she was a little jealous.
Was ready, but she couldn't. And
everybody asked Iris, "How did Keith take her being a virgin?" And so she explained how sweet he was and how he said he commended her for saving herself for marriage. Yeah, and that he'd be very patient with her and he's looking forward to getting to know her on a different level. Yeah. So everything was really good.
So they were very, very ecstatic for her on that end. And also,
Deanna.
Yeah, Deanna. Well, Deanna, on the other hand, said, yeah, we just kind of casually taking it slow.
Right. Which we knew they would anyway.
So her and Greg are going to take it a little slow, kind of take their time with it. Yeah, so.
Okay, so while the women are off talking, the men are also off talking. You know, hey, bro, how's it going? Is it everything you expected? Any issues at this time? So they kind of going through, is there any red flags that you see?
Yeah, no, Matthew, he came in quick. He said he's having a fantastic time right now.
I'm sure he is.
He's very ecstatic.
Yeah, I'm sure he is.
The marriage, so he's really, he's enjoying his time with Amber. And also, Jamie expressed that, you know, he gave a little feedback when he first saw her. When she was coming down.
How attracted he was to her and everything, to Elizabeth.
And like the fact that she's a fun person to be around. So he was telling him how ecstatic he was as well.
Yeah.
Now, Greg, on the other hand, he expressed some issues.
Not really issues.
One issue with the 10-year.
Just kind of like a red flag.
The 10-year, not her not dating for 10 years was a problem for him.
Right, and the other husband's like, oh, okay, well, how do you think you're going to deal with that? And things like that. They was just having God talk, pretty much. Now, when Keith said that Iris was a virgin, everybody was like, oh, okay. Well, good for you. Glad it's not me. But good for you. Happy for both of you guys.
Yeah, he did express it as like finding that golden egg. Yeah, but he said that he's gonna deal with it in a good way.
Yeah. So they just had guy talk, and pretty much after that, 3 of the couples went off to have lunch with each other, separately, of course, just the couples. But we found out that Elizabeth had went up to take a shower, and apparently Jamie didn't know where she was, and she didn't know where Jamie was, and that ended up being a little bit of a mixed communication and a misunderstanding. Yeah. So she ended up having lunch by herself. Jamie ended up having a lunch by himself. So when she got back to the hotel, to the room, it was a little small issue that they had to resolve.
Yeah, she was pretty upset. But she didn't know where he was, and he didn't know where she was.
Right.
And then he had to make signal because she didn't explain to him that, okay, I'm going to take me a shower. I'm feeling icky right now. Let's meet up at a certain time, or you can come up to the room, whatever. And so he didn't know where she ran off to. He felt like, okay.
Like she wanted to be by herself.
Give her some space. She wasn't feeling that. She thought that, well, he went ahead and went to eat by himself, and then she ended up having to eat by herself. And by the time she came back to the room and he was there, she was letting him know, hey, why you didn't try to look for me? I had to eat by myself.
Right.
And he said, I felt the same way.
Right. So once they talked it out, they worked it out, it was fine. They both agreed, yes, we need a better communication system. And she told him, hey, I got you. You're my priority. He let her know, hey, I apologize for hurting your feelings. I did not mean to, and I have your back too, and I'm glad that we can make each other priorities, each other's priorities.
Reassured that, then they were cool.
Right. So
they squashed that issue.
It was squashed, which was good. It didn't last longer than it needed to because it was really a small very small.
Yeah.
So after that, each couple went on their individual excursions, you know, with their spouses. So that was pretty nice. Keith and Iris went swimming with stingrays.
Yes, they did.
So that was pretty nice. We kind of saw them having fun and just getting to know each other.
In the water.
Yeah.
With the stingray and really enjoying themselves.
Right. Greg and Deanna went zip lining.
Zip lining.
Yeah, a lot of fun.
Yeah.
Greg had never zip lined before.
It took more for Greg to do that. And she had already done it.
Right.
But yeah, Greg, he's having a little problem.
But he did it. He did it.
But he went through.
He did it. So that was good. They got a chance to experience that. We saw Amber and Matt. They went on an excursion where they went to some like a private beach something where it was a bridge.
Rocks.
Yeah.
That
Yeah.
you could walk across.
That you could walk across. So that was nice. We didn't see Elizabeth and Jamie on an excursion, but I'm sure they may have just stayed at the resort. They may not have had an excursion. So that was nice. That night, everybody had like their own form of a dinner, romantic dinner with their spouses. So that was nice. Where they got a chance. They're still just getting to know each other. Yeah. Just trying to feel each other out.
Taking time to know each other.
Right. I was impressed that with Greg and Deanna, that she actually, you know, they talked, and she actually was like, hey, you know, she realized I need to make sure, because I am an introvert and I had been by myself, that I open up and you know, open up to my husband and make sure communication is good, and that I don't fall just within myself, keep things to herself. So she did realize that, and she said she's gonna try to be very open with him and make sure that she keeps communication open. So that was good. And even they were on the beach, like they had a nightcap on the beach, and he had this blanket and they had champagne, and she was like, hey, can you give me a massage? And he got behind her and was massaging her, and he was asking her, you know, are you a hopeless romantic? She's like, oh, I'm not a hopeless romantic. I'm a little romantic. And so, you know, they was just talking about that, and he was just like, well, I hope that we together become hopeless romantics. So that was kind of sweet. You can see her kind of like giving in a little bit, you know, like, oh, okay, I can see myself getting used to this and spending time with this man, you know, and getting to know him. So that was good. What was it? Iris and Keith, they were in a hammock kind of talking about, you know, sexual experiences, and because she is a virgin, he was like, you know, have you done anything, you know, sexual? And, you know, she kind of like, hey, I know a little bit, but I haven't done sexual intercourse. And so they kind of talked about that, and they're still kind of getting to know each other, and they feel comfortable with each other talking about different things. So that was good. I can't remember I don't think they showed us Matt and Amber having dinner. I'm sure they did. You know, it's 4 couples, so they don't have time to show us everybody. But I know Jamie and Elizabeth, they had their dinner, and they were just kind of talking, and, you know, about things, and everybody's just getting to know each other. Everybody's in that fantasy phase, so to speak.
Elizabeth asked Jamie if he was ready for kids.
Oh yeah, that's right.
He asked him, "Are you ready for kids?" Yeah, no.
Yeah, she said, "Yay or nay, kids," and he was just like,
no,
not at this time. He's like, "What about you?" And she was just like, "Yeah, I'm with you." No,
not really.
So they both agreed. You know, that they told the experts, oh yeah, maybe one day later on down the line, kids. But both of them are like, hey, this works out, and maybe we can touch this subject again in a few years, but right now we're good. So that was basically it. That was the whole episode. They're just still enjoying each other, enjoying their honeymoon, and the most that we learned this time was that all the couples got a chance to actually meet each other. So that was good. They got a chance to see the other spouses, so that was really nice, and everybody kind of agreed, like, oh, I can see why the experts matched her with him, or why he's with her, and stuff like that. So that was good.
So that makes it very interesting, and more to look forward to in the future. So, and
this is just day 4 of marriage.
Day 4, so weeks to come.
The second,
it's gonna get even more interesting. So
this is just the second day of the honeymoon.
Stay tuned, and we're gonna have to see you the next time. Yes. Tune in.
Next week. Cole and Ken reviews. Till next time.
Enjoy your 4.